Hello, welcome back to Grey the Gold Witch. Today we're going to be doing a reading on your personal power. There are 4 piles today. The first pile is Smoky Quartz. The second pile is the Carnelian Stone. The third pile is Celestite. And the fourth is Amethyst. Also, I will be having personal readings. I'm creating a website right now that'll be ready next week. So if you've been looking for a personal reading, you will find that info next week. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But anyway, pause the video if you need to meditate on these piles, and I will see you in your reading. Hey, pile 1, if you chose the Black Tourmaline, then this is your reading on your personal power. So let's get into it. The first card we're doing is a pop-out card that says wish, and I haven't seen what it says, but every day holds the possibility of a miracle. Okay, let's get that down, and let's look at your other oracle cards. So we have Ascendant, Oya, Power. That's so funny. This is a reading on your personal power. We have Power, the Mother, Love Grows Love, Ideation, Cauldron, and Dissolution. The first thing I see for you guys is that you make an excellent first impression. You come into a room and people really pay attention to the fact you're there. And I can see that you have the ability to change your vibe, change your energy to be more noticeable or less noticeable. And you do this effortlessly. Like if you are walking down the street and don't really want to be noticed, you can kind of pass by without people looking your way. But when you have the energy of wanting to make people notice you, they will. And your personal power is one of your intelligence, your ability to change your behavior. It's your ability to adapt and take what the day brings and enjoy each day as it comes. You can really take anything that comes your way and harness it to your benefit. And you can really shift your energy to suit whatever situation you're in. And you can really make the best out of any situation that you deal with. I see that immediately. And I see that you tend to choose love, and you're able to see why people act the way they do. You're able to see the intentions and the ego drives behind people's behavior. And it makes it less personal when people treat you badly, because you can see it comes from these negative fears within them. With the Mother card here, I see you make people feel very nurtured and loved. And you also have a way of taking care of yourself that's very beneficial. Like, whenever you feel drained or tired, you take care of yourself and you love yourself and nurture yourself. And that's something that a lot of people aren't able to do. there's a lot of hands referenced in these cards. And I see you're good with your hands, you're good at making things, and you also have a healing touch where whenever you touch people, you can kind of transfer your energy and your good vibes onto them. And another powerful thing about you is your way with words. You have a lot of really cool ideas and cool thoughts. Like, you have an inventor's mind, and you can really make some major things in this lifetime, whether it be you writing a book, you inventing something, you just creating something that has substance and beauty. I see if you don't keep a journal or don't keep a place for you to write down your ideas, you should really start to, because having a container for your thoughts is important, because you have a really beautiful mind, and doing that will help you remember these amazing thoughts you have, but also show the universe that you are noticing the beauty of yourself and your spirit. And the more you respect your inventive nature, the more ideas you'll have, and the more you'll be able to grow that muscle of creativity, because I see you really can foster that. I see that whatever you set your mind to can grow, and you have a way of making people feel more powerful. The more you spend time with people, the better they feel about themselves. And so you have to be very intentional with who you give your love to, because you have the power of making people feel really good about themselves or really strong. It's like you almost transfer your power onto other people by giving them this care and love. And I see that you're really being taught at this time to put this power into yourself. You're also somebody who can really, we were talking about first impressions at the very beginning, and I see that you are someone who adapts to things very well, even if you don't like change. You're very good at adapting to new situations and new environments, and really flourishing in whatever new circumstance you're in. And you might be thrown into new situations regularly by the universe to practice this skill. And Oya is such a powerful goddess, and I see that you have a power similar to this, and you're meant to harness it. And another thing I see is that you're learning that you are equal to all people and not inferior to anyone, and you can stand up for yourself. And I think that's something important you're learning in this lifetime, is that your hand, your influence in any situation has importance. You're learning a lot about self-respect at this time, and learning how to embrace every day to its full capacity. You're also getting really good at letting go of ego identities that might hold you back or limit you. You're adaptable to learning new things about yourself and letting go of things that no longer serve you. You're good at seeing what is best for you in any situation and moving towards what can help you self-actualize and help your potential the most. You have a lot of power within you. Even with this ideation card, the red in it reminds me that you just have this force of nature within you that you're learning to utilize. Also, I'm thinking about the fact Oya is a goddess of magic, and we have the cauldron here. So I see that you definitely have a magical presence to you and can influence the energies in any space you're in to your benefit. And the more you notice this, the more you can use this and maximize the opportunities that come your way. Because people who have this much power like you do often don't realize it, because they're overwhelmed by this power, and it might frighten them in how it's reflected to them in external realities. And something you're learning how to do is let go of ego attachment so you can come at your power with humility and better harness it and use it for good intention and good reason. I see some very powerful days in the coming future, in the near future, where big things happen to you and you really see your good side because you're this beautiful, like nurturing person who has the best of intentions, and good things are happening to you because the universe is on your side and you have this care for your life and for other people. I think you're going to be making leaps and bounds in your life that feel like you're flying, and you're learning how to grow into your full power at this time. You're the kind of people want by their side in difficult situations. And I think the more people get to know you, the more they see your power and the magnitude of who you are. And that can scare some people away, but the people who are drawn to it, those are the people that you're meant to conquer life with, to get through life with. Because you're a very loyal person, and I'm seeing that people are very lucky to have you in their life. So when people fall away, that's how it should be, because you're being aligned with people who can really make an impact on your life. I'm hearing fear no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Yeah. You have a very benevolent soul that wants to do good, and sometimes the things that have darker energies, they're taken out of your life before you might even notice that they have this energy. So I'm seeing that there's changing shifts in your life that might be uncomfortable right now, but they're for your highest good, and they're for you to be able to learn how to harness this power and harness these capabilities you have. And some big events are happening for you that are getting you into circumstances where you can really use your power. So yeah, let's get into the tarot cards. What do we have for pile? Ace of Swords, the Mother of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse on the back. Okay, your personal power, pile 1. You're a very attractive person, and your gut instincts on things are normally correct. Listen to your intuition when you first meet a new experience or witness a new experience, because you have a very keen insight on how things are working. And I see that you came from a very scattered situation, or very scattered energies were around you that had to be removed so that you could become self-sufficient on your own and less dependent on other people's validation for your emotional fulfillment. I also feel like people would tell you, like people would say a lot and not act, like in your past, like they would know all the right things to say, but their actions would be the opposite, and they'd leave you even more scattered and less in your power. So you're learning how to take things at face value and really trust your gut on situations and see what is worth investing in, what will work with you, and what is going to help hurt your power. Because what I'm seeing here is your power and your ability to thrive are very environmental. So if you are surrounded by people who let you be independent, who respect you as the person you are, who balance out your life rather than taking from it, your power can shine through very strongly. But when you're around people who are needy or drain your energy or treat you with less respect than you deserve, then your power will falter. So what you're learning how to do is see situations for what they are, to know if they're going to empower your energy or disempower it. And there might be people you really cared about. There's definitely people you really cared about in the past who were all talk and no action, and you had to. I think Oya is very symbolic of the fact that these circumstances had to change for you to really rise in your power. That things had to fall away for you to really see how beautiful of a person you are, and that people in your life weren't. They were trying to tear that down. They wanted you to be dependent on them, and they wanted to have control over you to feel more powerful themselves. I think you just had investments in energy that wasn't super beneficial for you. I'm seeing you might be the kind of person who, when you get fixated on something, when you really care about someone, it's hard for you to let go. I get it. I'm similar. I can get into that tunnel vision. But some of these things had to be ripped away because you needed to see things with a new perspective and realize how scattered your energy was in these situations. And that you put some of your worth into these people and lost your independence and kind of your passion for life and ambition for life. So, Spirit's really reiterating that you know what's best for you in any given situation, and you know it immediately. You have a very keen eye when you step into situations, and probably with these things, your intuition with some of these things, because others could have just been learning lessons, but some of these things your intuition told you at the get-go, maybe this isn't a bad idea. But then the more you spent time with these things, you rationalized it to yourself, like, maybe this isn't as bad for me as I think it is, maybe this is good. And you got lost in it. And what you're learning how to do is care for people in situations that uplift you, because your power comes from being in empowering situations. You can really lose it whenever people put their burdens, put their worries, put their life on your shoulders. So you're accepting that some things are falling out of your life. Whatever's falling out of your life is to enhance your power, to put you in situations that align with your power and give you the best opportunity to thrive. Whatever storms have happened in your life, it's because you're this very powerful person, and you are meant to harness your power and really have this confidence and belief in yourself to fulfill your dreams. And you're learning how to get emotional fulfillment within yourself and learning how to balance out your life. And some things had to leave for this to happen, but I'm really seeing that when you're in the right situation, you're going to thrive incredibly. Like, let yourself thrive and put yourself first. And if there's people who don't let you thrive, then find the places that do. And I can see that even starts in your own mind. You have a beautiful mind, and a journal is a great place to start to empower yourself, because your ideas and your innate being is so powerful that focusing your attention on that and on who you are, that will be your power. And also realizing that one bad day doesn't make a bad life. Every day you have a new opportunity to spend it in a way that empowers you and shines light on your power. So you're meant to take life one day at a time and try and make each day as fulfilling and rewarding and beautiful as you can, with respect for yourself, because you are this very strong soul, this very powerful soul. And you're learning how to respect yourself and take care of yourself in a way that's productive and life-affirming. So yeah, Pile 1, this is what I'm getting for you. This is your personal power, and I hope this was helpful. It was an honor to read for you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you in another reading. Take care. Bye. Hey, Pile 2, if you chose the Carnelian Stone, then this is your reading on your personal power. So to start the reading, we're looking at these poppet cards where we'll get a message on your personal power. Some things have to be believed to be seen. That's so cool. Some things have to be believed to be seen. Okay. Let's look at the rest of your oracle cards. We have Pisces. We have Valkyries, Redemption. We have the Self. We have Slimy. We have Consciousness. We have Humanity. And the Drowned King. What I see off the bat for you guys is that you're doing a lot of shadow work right now. The people who chose this pile, you might even be going through an ego death right now, a dark night of the soul. Things have been kind of difficult, to say the least. So if you chose this pile, I would say you have been in the thick of it. And if that doesn't resonate, then I'd look at a different pile, or there might not be a message for you in this reading. But for those who have been going through a massive transformation and some difficult feelings and experiences, then this is definitely your pile. So on the other side of this, I want to say you're going to feel much stronger. And this is the kind of transformation that once you go through this, you are like, this is something you don't have to go through to this degree again. So I'm very proud of you for getting to this point, and you are on the precipice of so much beauty and happiness, even if you can't see it yet. So yes, Pile 2, I'm so proud of you, and you're having to deal with a lot of shadow work right now. And your power comes from doing the shadow work. And I think you have had your inner reality reflected to you in your external reality, where there's some people that you're working to forgive right now. And you're learning that forgiveness helps you and helps you release burdens, and resentment only hurts yourself. And that's a difficult thing to learn, because I can see that some people have done you dirty. But by learning how to forgive this, you're also learning how to forgive yourself for times that you didn't have your back or fell short of how you hoped you would act. You are learning that you can forgive, and the past has taught you so much and brought you into this multifaceted person. You're learning so much about who you are in so many different levels, but you're also having to face the hardest parts of who you are, the parts that you might not want to look at. And I love this Slimy card here, because it's telling you, do not feel bad about yourself, Pile 2. Everyone has these shadow aspects. You are not a terrible person or a horrible person for the mistakes you've made in the past. They were learning lessons, and the fact you even care about these past actions and are reflecting on them shows your true character and integrity. So you're meant to release shame and judgment towards yourself. And I can see that you're earnestly working to forgive other people too for the pain they've caused you. And the fact you're doing this, you just need to give yourself the most grace and love and compassion right now. And I see you're doing that, but you're looking at everything from all angles right now. You're getting every perspective, and there's some things you're uncovering that have been suppressed within you for a long time. So it's not always going to feel good. And this is helping you have more compassion for other people. But this is one of those very difficult transformations where your external environment might have knocked you down a peg. You might have had conflict that really tested you. But you're learning that you are so much more than your past mistakes and your past experiences, and you can be who you authentically are. And I think whatever these experiences are bringing you closer to your true self, and a love for all of the dimensions of yourself, and not feeling like you have to put yourself in a box, but you can be fluid and change your mind and learn and grow. And that's what makes us human, is learning these experiences and growing from them. And your power is in facing, you're doing what you need to do to find this personal power. You are a warrior who is very brave for facing these parts of yourself. And Spirit's really saying that, yes, you face these difficult parts of yourself, but there's so many beautiful parts of yourself that you are meant to face too and see. And your power is in befriending the parts of yourself that you might want to cast aside or neglect. And the experience you're going through internally will help you with every situation you deal with in the future externally, because you're going to be able to see it from all angles. And you're going to feel more connected and still able to detach from people in a way that's very healthy for you in the future. I love this. Some things have to be believed to be seen. The thing is, with things like forgiveness and shadow work, you have to believe in them for them to do their work. Because you won't forgive people if you don't believe that it won't empower you and give you more power back by letting go of those resentments. If you don't believe that, you'll never do the work, and you'll be stuck and you won't see the results of it. But if you believe in it, if you believe that the shadow work, this work you're doing on yourself, will lead you to more power and a better understanding of yourself and more enjoyment of your life and enlightenment, you'll do it and you'll see the results. I love this. Like, if Walt Disney didn't believe he could make Disney World, it never would have happened. He never would have become an animator. He never would have taken the steps necessary for that to come to fruition. Anything, any powerful thing anyone's created, any book anyone's ever written, they first had to believe in it for it to be seen. And if they hadn't believed, it never would have happened. That's always the first step. And I think you're having this awakening to who you truly are, and letting go of the past and realizing that your past mistakes don't define you. That's how you get your power back. It's this complete transformation of the self and letting go of ego attachments. You might have felt like you had to act a certain way to fit in or be a certain kind of person to be successful, but you're learning that being who you truly are is what gives you success. And I feel like you've really, in the recent past, dealt with the difficult sides of humanity, but it's by facing these shadows that you'll have more compassion for humanity and the struggles we all go through. I'm hearing Rainbow Connection from the Muppets. the song that Kermit sings. Oh my god, and Kermit the Frog. Bro. See, even Kermit the Frog is a good frog, and yeah, there's just so many ways to look at any situation. There's so many dimensions to anything. And I think you're learning how to see the good and the bad, and also the bad and the good. And you're learning that you can achieve anything, and there's nothing that you deserve as much as anyone else, and you have the power that anyone else has to make your dreams a reality. And it's by forgiving yourself and giving yourself that compassion that you'll be able to take those steps forward, by believing you deserve this success, deserve to see what's on the other side of the rainbow. So there's something about bird watching here and being in nature that could be helpful for you. As well as finding people with common interests. And there's something about the ocean as well. Finding connection to nature could be very helpful for you during this process. But you're near the end of this, and you're going to be very thankful to have grown through it. And you just have to believe that this other side is on its way, and it will come. Your life is never going to be the same after this transformation, and in a good way. This is in a very good way. So, yeah. Let's look at the tarot cards. I'm also hearing reflection. That's another Disney song. You might have some messages in Disney movies. We were also talking about Walt Disney. And yeah, weird. Maybe you like Disney World. I love Disney World, so. We're just all in the Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, what does Coyote need to hear? Temperance in reverse. Fuck the power. Ten of Wands in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. Death in reverse. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this transformation process has been very difficult, and Spirit wants to make it clear that just because the wheel has been turned down doesn't mean it's not going to turn back up. And I think you've had to make some decisions that felt like a lose-lose, or felt like you really couldn't win either way, and you might have had to let go of things that really your ego, and you just didn't really want to let go of these things. It feels like you went through some situations that felt unfair, and I'm hearing that they were karmic, and the wheel was turned down, and your life has been very imbalanced. I think you've had a hard time finding your footing in the recent past, but you have started to let go of these burdens you've been carrying, this baggage you've been carrying. You've been healing this, and the more you give time to yourself and taking care of yourself and helping yourself grow, the more your anxiety is going to diminish, and you're going to feel more peace. You're in a definite difficult cycle. This is not for the faint of heart, and Spirit's recognizing that and saying that you need to give to yourself and care for yourself during this time. I'm hearing take care of yourself like you're a plant. Give yourself sunlight, water yourself, and give yourself rest. So you're being asked to take care of your basic needs and realize that this is a temporary phase. And the more you can do the next right action and take small steps to take care of yourself and to care for yourself with love and compassion, the quicker you'll get to this door. It feels like you're walking on this bridge, and this door is your new future of happiness and enjoyment and beauty. And basically, Spirit's really making it clear that you've gone through a very tough cycle. And for you to get into this beautiful new cycle, you need to believe that it's coming, because some things have to be believed to be seen. And whatever you had to let go of that felt unfair or unjustified, it was making your life unbalanced. And just because it left your life doesn't mean your life will immediately become balanced. You have to take the small steps to take care of yourself and to heal yourself from this difficult time. But the more you feed into yourself, the more you nurture yourself like a plant. I don't know why I'm getting so much plant energy, but the more you do that, the more you'll rise in your power. The cycle is, this difficult ending is over. It's in the past. And right now, your main priority is rebalancing your life, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and believing that you are going to be rewarded for all of this work in your next chapter. I know the feeling of these cycles. It's extremely painful. These are really, really tough cycles to go through. But really the way out is through. And to take the next right step, be it getting yourself a glass of water, feeding yourself, resting. It's those baby steps that lead to this doorway. You're also being told to listen to music right now. I think music could be healing for you, as well as looking at art, looking at things that are beautiful, nature, whatever it is. You're going through a massive awakening, and this cycle is going to get better. You are going to have this justice. The Nine of Cups fell out. It's like you have to fill up these cups. And it takes just these small practices. And before you know it, your life will be how you want it to look. It's just not something that happens overnight. And for these cups to be filled, your life has to be balanced. So I'm seeing really your personal power is getting back to basics, keeping things very simple for yourself, and doing things that help you rather than harm you. You are the one who can change your perspective and get out of these slimy thoughts. I'm also hearing that focusing on the past, you're not meant to stare at it. I think you've done a lot of this shadow work, and it's time for you to focus on the good in your life and let go of anxiety. Know that just accept your reality as it is right now and take steps towards making it what you want to make it. A vision board could be helpful too. You know the path forward for yourself. I'm seeing that very clearly. You know what will make you happy. You know what will give you true joy. And you know the path forward for yourself. You can see it. You know what would truly fulfill you. So take steps forward to that, and your life will become balanced before you know it, as long as you pour into yourself and give yourself this love and care. So Pile 2, this is what I'm seeing for you. You're a very powerful soul, and the fact you went through this shows that. So this is all I'm getting for you. It was an honor to read for you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my readings, and I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, if you chose the Celestite, then this is your reading on your personal power. So the first card we have here is a Poppet card that is going to give you a message for your reading. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. Cool. Okay. Let's look at your oracle cards. We have 11. Yemaya, Hope. The Lover. Smother. Comfort. wall and copper. So, pile 3, what I can immediately tell you is that you are really reaching for something beautiful for yourself. You are in a phase of your life where you're reaching for your dreams and you're getting through any obstacle in your way. And this is a very auspicious spread. Your personal power is that you believe in yourself and believe that you can, so you will. And you have a very firm foundation in doing this. And you're at a point in your life where you've worked through a lot of your shadow work. You've worked through a lot of the things that used to constrain you. And you're now working towards something that really gives you comfort. What's cool is whatever your dream is, whatever you are striving towards, it's not from an ego place. It's not from an egoic place. It's very aligned with your soul. And it gives you comfort and solace and happiness. And you're doing it from a very self-actualized place. And I can see that whatever your wish is, it will be granted as long as you continue to do the work and make your art or make whatever this is. It could be so many different things, but the main focus is that you're on the right path. And I can see this being a very romantic, beautiful time for you, where the world just looks a little more colorful and you feel the elegance and the radiance of your spirit and you feel you're on the right track. I'm seeing that there might be people who don't really understand your vision or what you want out of your life or what you're doing. And I see that you're going to get through these obstacles with grace, because even if you don't have 3D support for your dreams, the spirit realm is watching over you and is saying that you're headed in the right direction. And you're going to have some very beautiful experiences from this and really feel like life is on your side. And any barriers that are in your way, any things that feel too difficult to get through, you're going to get through with ease. And I'm really hearing the main thing for you is to focus on your personal power and focus less on what other people have to say about it. Because there's something about what you're doing that's very supported by the water element. And Yemaya is the goddess of the sea, and copper is heavily influenced by Aphrodite, who also came from the sea. And swans love water. So what I'm seeing for you is there's a flow that's happening here. You are naturally being guided like a ship at sea in the right direction. And you have some sort of backing here that's really going to help you get through any obstacle that comes your way. So know that you're very divinely supported and you have so much within you to accomplish whatever this is. And I don't even see you stressing out about it, because whatever this is gives you so much joy. It's just continuing to take the next steps and not letting external opinions or negative vibes bring down your faith in yourself. Whatever this is you're doing is going to be very appreciated by a lot of people. And it's going to be one of those things that you're proud of for a long time. There's something here about that this is very divinely guided, and even the obstacles in your way are meant to strengthen your ability to succeed. I'm seeing all these circles, and even in the wall there's a circle. Everything that's happening as you go on this path, even the obstacles that are in your way, are there to help you along. Even if they might seem like big hurdles or things that you can't get past, they're a part of the journey, and they're meant to be there to teach you something that you need to know to achieve this goal. I was immediately drawn to the victory card. I think this is, or the victory in 11. You have a solid foundation here in the wisdom you need. And an ability to see beauty. You have a very aesthetic eye. That's part of your personal power. You know what looks good, you know what feels good, and that's what you create. And that's going to take you very far. I look at Paulo Coelho. He's the one who said it's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. So life is going to be very interesting for you in the coming future. And your self-confidence is rising as you see how your personal power is continuing to take you places. And I love that you picked the Celestite, because this is a very kind of astral crystal. It's not of this world. And I think what you're making is not of this world. It's going to really, you're going to attract people like magnets to this thing. And you're just meant to continue to see the beauty in it and continue working towards it and have fun while you do this. Listen to beautiful music, make art. Whatever this path is that you're going down, you know what it is because it's calling from your soul and it's very connected to your soul's path. So continue to take the necessary steps forward and trust in your current present moment. Whatever's happening it's going to inevitably push you forward in the way you're meant to go. And I see that you understand this and you have a peace with what comes your way. Don't let other people's fears hurt you here, though, because whatever this is, it comes from your heart. And you're meant to protect your heart and what you care about because it's sacred to you. The main thing here is learning how to trust in yourself and not letting other people's perspectives or opinions hinder your progress. Because once you succeed in this, it's going to be reflected to everyone that you had the correct mindset, you were on the correct path. Because I see this comfort in these beautiful cards. They're all inside you already. And right now what's happening is it's becoming reflected in your external environment. And that just takes time. So let it take time because your life is about to get really interesting. So let's look at the tarot cards. What does pile 3 need to know? Yeah, this is confirmation that whatever you're striving towards, whatever feels right in your heart, you're correct about that. So what does pile 3 need to know about their personal power? The Mother of Wands in reverse, the Son of Cups. The Chariot, the Seven of Wands. The Magician, the Eight of Cups, or Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to prove everyone wrong here. I think people aren't seeing the work you're doing behind the scenes, and they just have a projected view of they aren't able to see how you're balancing out your life. They're focusing on the negatives within your situation, and they don't see how you just have some external negative influences that might be trying to talk you out of this. And you're meant to fight them. You're meant to focus on your light and pursue that and pursue what feels right to you. And honestly, some of this energy around you could be competitive. Your main prerogative is not to let these external voices get to you, and realize that someone else's opinion is not your reality. And just because, and I guess if you've been having someone who's been very opinionated about your path, Spirit's saying that they just can't see your vision. They don't see how you'll manifest this. They don't see the work you're doing behind the scenes. They don't see how rapid this growth is going to be, and that you will be self-sufficient and not have to rely on other people because of this. So Spirit's main advice here for your personal power is to continue to live in this romantic view of what you're creating, and realize that you have this beautiful cup that people are lucky to experience. So continue to believe in yourself and just go straight towards your goal. You know exactly where you want to go and what you want to do. And this is a time for you to fight for what you believe in. This is a time for you to not give up and fight despite whatever the external situations are saying. And I see that you really care about this person's opinion, whoever it is. And I'm hearing they're going to see how wrong they were, but they don't see that right now. So let them have their opinions and just continue to fight for what you believe in. Stand up for yourself. Your light is guiding you in the right direction. And have fun with this. Don't let these external energies affect the love you have for what you're going towards. I really think you're creating something beautiful and something that really is aligned with your soul. And it's almost as though these energies are around you to see how badly you want it. It's like a test from the universe, how much you're going to fight for yourself. Do you really believe in what you're doing? And I see you do. You really believe in what you're doing, and you're ready to run after your dreams. So do this. Run after what feels right to you. You're very spiritually protected, and a wish will be granted even though these external energies are disheartening right now. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed? You're being told to use these energies of disbelief as fuel to really run after what you believe in. You know, people talk about how the energies of the people who didn't think they could win helped them win. Like it made them fight harder. And you're being asked to utilize these energies in that way. And trust that what you believe will come true and that you're on the right path, and don't let anyone outside of yourself tell you otherwise. Things might feel a little imbalanced for a time, but you're going to be coming into success that reminds you of why you're doing this and the fact that you are on the right path. And this is a very broad thing. I can't, since it's a general reading, I can't specifically say what this is, but you're creating something that gives you immense purpose, and the desire to do this comes from your soul, not your ego. And your fire is going to get you there. Your drive is going to get you there. And just because the current energies around you are distrustful, these are going to be the same people who celebrate you and are your biggest cheerleader once they're able to see the external success that comes with this. So just believe in yourself. You are your biggest ally right now, and fight for yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So You're meant to believe in yourself now and get through any obstacles that come your way. You are protected during this time, and things are about to really work out. I just heard things are about to blow up, so there's going to be some immense change coming soon, and you're just in the thick of this experience right now. So yeah, pile 3, this is what I'm getting for you. It was an honor to read for you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my readings, and I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile 4. If you chose the amethyst, then this is your reading on your personal power. So let's get into it. The first card we have here is a pop-out card that will give a message for your reading. May the most you wish for be the least you get. I love that. And then we have masculine, flame cross, Lakshmi, prosperity, father, protect your heart, the body, success, and Uranus. Okay. Pile 4, your personal power is very cool. Regardless of your gender, you have BDE, big energy. You have learned how to really balance out your divine masculine energies. I can see that you have a very good balance of feminine and masculine energies within you. And I think your masculine energies have really come into their own power. I love in the Lakshmi card there's a man and a woman, and I think you're learning how to utilize your feminine and masculine aspects in a way that's very productive and proactive for you. I love may the most you wish for be the least you get. You're coming to a ton of abundance in this lifetime, and it's because you have been open to all parts of yourself, and the vibes you give off are ones of power. People who are around you really respect the person you are and see that you are very balanced in your approach to life, and you're a very trustworthy person, and you're the kind of person people want on their team. Your personal power is that you're very self-actualized and you're coming into abundance as we speak because of your respect for yourself in all aspects of yourself and letting yourself flourish in the way that you're meant to. You don't let other people define your life, or you don't put your opinion is more important than other people's. I think you've had your heart hurt in the past, and you stepping into this dominant, powerful energy came from betrayal. And there was a time in your life when you sought external validation, and you've learned how to seek internal validation, and that's where all of your success comes from. You're a very unique person who can't be duplicated or cloned, or you're like a snowflake that has all of its individual. You hear that snowflakes, no individual snowflake has the same pattern. They're all so intricate, and I see that you have embraced this part of yourself and know that you can't be replaced. There's no one exactly like you, and you use this to your power and to your benefit. I see you coming into contact with people who have similar abundance, similar individuality, and you guys strengthen each other and contribute to each other's lives. You're having a lot come in that you never even expected, but it's because you've chosen yourself and trusted in your inner compass above all else. I think you're taking good care of your body, you're feeding yourself enough food, you're taking care of yourself above all else. You're showing yourself that you take good care of yourself and that you value yourself. And it's like you're protecting yourself like a father would protect their child. And you're stepping into this masculine role within your life where others you might have had experiences where the masculine in your life failed you or let you down. And now you're in a place where you're being that for yourself. And you're vibrating at a level where people are coming in that uplift your life. And I really think in the coming months, you're going to be getting more than you wished for. And you're going to be celebrating and enjoying this success. And it's going to be very beautiful because you know that it came from you. It came from your belief in yourself, and it didn't come from trying to prove yourself to external things. You took care of yourself. Yeah, you have like very dominant, powerful energy. And it's leading to a lot of good in your life. You kind of have the Midas touch right now, like anything you focus on will turn to gold. And above all else, I'm just seeing that you're protecting yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and you're honoring yourself. Like, I think you're showing yourself the love that you truly deserve. I think you're being very sacred with your energy, like not letting people come in unless they prove themselves to you, that they're worth your time, because your time is very sacred. Yeah, this success is coming in fairly soon too, in the coming months. Your advice with your power is to just stay on your pedestal and continue to balance out your life and know your worth, because things are aligning in your life that really reflect this knowledge about yourself. Stay true to yourself and your individuality, and be receptive to the beauty that's coming into your life. So let's look at your tarot cards. What does pile 2 need here? Three of Swords, 6 of Cups, Son of Wands, Magician, 7 of Wands, Mother of Wands, Father of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing that there's definitely people who look up to you and are grateful for your strength and resiliency. You've learned from the past pain you've been through and have really grown into yourself and grown up in a sense. And I see that you don't have to fight to show your worth now, it's just innate. I think you've done things in the past to really prove yourself to yourself and to other people. And you are sitting on your pedestal and just protecting yourself. And you're showing that there's more than one way to do things, and that just because people can't see your vision doesn't mean it's not there. I see a lot of passion in your life, and you just manifesting what feels right to you and feeling very empowered by the beauty that's entering your life. And it came from this pain. It came from pain from your childhood and from your early life experiences, and realizing what you want. Your personal power came from fighting for yourself and choosing yourself, and now you're at a place where you don't really have to fight, you just are. You can just be. And people really respect you and see your light. And I think people who have very scattered energies come to you for direction because you have focused your energy into what you really care about. You figured out how to take care of yourself in a way that's very beneficial to you. And I don't think you're very traditional. I think you do things in a way that you listen to your intuition and act accordingly. And your personal power, wants to reiterate, you really don't need to fight as hard anymore. You can just be yourself and the rest will follow. Because you've done the work necessary to get the success. I think you're proving a lot of people wrong, and you're proving there's a different way to do things. And by showing up for yourself and trusting in yourself, you can make things happen. I think your childhood self would be really proud of who you are now. Like even your younger self, if you reflect on them, they would look at who you are now and be very moved and proud of who you are. You're not like everyone else, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You're yourself, and I think you've had to deal with some heartbreak that made you rise in this power and have this glow up. But success and confidence looks really good on you, and you're doing this life thing really well. Proud for. You're a mature person now who picks your battles carefully and won't put up with less than you deserve. You have direction in a way you didn't, and I can see you're very humble, but your personal power is that you can trust yourself. Things are going to work out for you, and you've really grown into the person that can get what you want out of life. I want to see if I want to pull one more of these cards. I'm feeling called to. Okay. Cast your sacred symbols. The lonely journey of the priestess and justice. You're very connected to the divine, and you have had to fight this battle on your own, and you might have hoped for partners in the past that just really couldn't give you what you needed, and you became that protector figure in your life, and this is justice for yourself. And I could see that you have really risen in your power through these trials, and I'm hearing I'm all the way up. You have a very sacred nature to you and what you can accomplish. You can accomplish whatever you set your heart to, so it's a matter of what you want to do and what feels right to you. But this is a very spiritual journey you've been on, and yeah, you're in for a lot of good. May the most you wish for be the least you get. I think you're at the start of this journey too, of having all of this abundance come in, and you're really being asked to manifest what you want because it will come in. You had to really fight for yourself and choose yourself, and you're very humble, and you might not want to overextend yourself, or you might not. You're being taught to have this humility, but also know your worth and accept the love you deserve, because you deserve a plethora of love. So, yes, Pyro 4, this is what I'm getting for you. It was an honor to read for you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you in another reading. Take care. Bye.